Hello, folks. Welcome to an episode of the Hot Takes. Sorry for that little delay. We have some people who hear 10 p.m. and think it's 10:07 p.m. Not going to name any names, but let's just say he has a black cat as his PFP right now.
Hey. Not my fault. I was making a chimichanga.
I saw you on the toilet, to be honest.
No, but that does sound like something I do.
Anyway, you all know the guests.
Grayson.
They've been on the show before, with the one exception of McCarthyist neoliberal imperialist. So, I mean, if you want to say anything, M and I, the floor's yours for now.
I think he's AFK right now.
Oh, okay, then.
Me.
What was that?
Oh no,
if
he
you
was
want
introducing you.
Introduce yourself.
What are you asking me exactly?
Introduce yourself. He's asking you.
Um,
I left by accident.
No, he's asking you to introduce yourself, McCarthyist. Introduce, it means say who you are.
oh, I'm MMI. I'm an unironic elitist. And according to Kevin Castley, I allegedly want to oppress the working class, even though I have debunked his mythical and boogeyman version of myself and through many debates. And yeah, Kevin Castley is an idiot. He's objectively incapable of reason. For instance, he says he does not support sanctions against China because it doesn't go far enough, but believes we shouldn't trade with them anyways.
He wants to nuke
But
China.
I digress. So yeah, I'm here to piss on the grave alongside everyone who he has antagonized foolishly.
Piss on his dad's grave?
That's a little hot
That's
take.
that's a little petty. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's MMI. Honestly, so again, I'm the only one here who I think likes Kevin. I think he's a good guest. I think he's like some of the worst political views out of anyone I've ever met. But I respect him for at least being honest about them. But I do think that my criticism here of him will be with his whole thing with MMI. He's the one who has really perpetuated it. MMI was basically has never antagonized Kevin. Like I still do think Kevin won the debate between the two of them. I'm gonna be honest there by a little bit, but Kevin has I do believe Kevin has unfairly antagonized MMI and Hedafax and I just want to say both of you guys, I've loved having you guys on my stream. I'd love to have you guys on in the future again if you feel comfortable. But I am
Politicrat, having a louder voice and insulting and throwing ad hominems is not winning a debate. Like, he objectively had logical contradictions in his arguments that I pulled apart, but you apparently invited.
I should go back. I should go back and watch it again. Maybe it was because.
Are you guys still gonna talk about Raid Shadow Jury
and better rhetoric? He's more logical consistent, which, by the way, in and of itself is fallacious.
Politicrat. Hey, Politicrat, do you mind if I say something to you for a sec?
No, not at all.
Look, I'm a neoconservative myself, but I'm not associated with Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we have Alcazar here.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah. I think Kevin kind of did better. To be honest, kind of did better and did articulate arguments better. But I think MMI won the debate based on arguments alone.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good way to say. I'd say MMI was okay. So like, if you take or not MMI, if you go back to the debate, I think a good comparison would be the Trump-Hillary debates. Hillary, in terms of like arguments and in sort of like classical debate skills, won. However, Donald Trump won for the sheer reason of completely ignoring all the rules and steamrolling over her and basically being the Chad and making her into the Virgin, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but that's not winning. If you actually bring that up to an actual debate competition, that's irrelevant.
Oh, that's
because
fair. That's fair.
For one,
Okay, MMI. I mean, to be honest, Kevin really is sensitive.
I'm going to be honest.
Listen,
I do not give a shit about this.
His rebuttals.
That's fine.
His rebuttals to my analogies, for one, and the contradictions that I brought up were, "But you hate the working class," quote unquote, and bringing my old tweets. That is not.
Okay, yeah, that is
reputation,
actually
first
fair.
of all.
Especially the whole
And
thing with you and Volt.
Okay.
What a pathological liar.
I mean, I know there's a lot of things to get into. Like, none of us on the stream are racist. I'll just say that. Well, actually, Alcazar, you self-identify as a racist, but everyone else.
Look, I've been a blind follower of Kevin Castley for about 2 years, literally, until now.
That's cringe.
Yeah, seriously. I stopped following him.
Well, actually, it's a good thing you're talking about this, so I can actually find what I need to find. So, you guys.
Anyways, I'll mention this, right? I mean, first of all, he thinks that trade with our allies hurt us, but we should prevent China from trading with their allies because it helps them. So which one is it, Kevin? Is trade good or bad for any country? So he failed to recognize or even point out, let alone refute that logical contradiction within his own very flawed moral philosophy or political philosophy or whatever you call it. And also, this isn't even mentioning the fact that he's also a huge contrarian. I mean, he laughs along with Billy Bong when he says the N-word. Kansas said the word faggot multiple times on his show for Kevin to laugh alongside of every single time. And by the way,
hey, MMI.
He also casually and deliberately ignores. Yes. What?
So I'm just saying that I had a stream. Kevin literally did a clip on him. Clip of Kanzik using the word faggot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so he was fine with Kanzik saying the word faggot multiple times on his show, and now he decided it's not fine.
Hey guys,
now that Kanzik and Kevin are enemies, so
okay,
look,
guys,
he is a revisionist.
Guys,
he's a moral revisionist.
We probably shouldn't say the word itself like on this stream.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah,
there's a reason I don't allow it on my stream.
I don't want
to get
Flipkart
this
to get
video
nuked.
taken down.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just want to tell what happened.
And also,
recently, I shouldn't say that word.
And also, he casually and deliberately ignores Volt coming out and debunking his whole MMI said the N-word and his own narrative behind it myth. And this retailer man-child has zero academic credentials, let alone credibility, to make a foreign policy show without having a basic and fundamental rudimentary knowledge on fundamental. No, he really doesn't. He never for once worked in a think tank, first of all. And he has zero familiarity with IR academia whatsoever. For example, he thought like Mearsheimer was hawkish when we were talking. He has no idea. He has no idea. He calls himself he calls himself a liberal interventionist he calls himself a liberal hawk with a quote unquote offensive realist characteristics. Does
liberal
he even know what that means, by the way? Because offensive realists offensive realists would not support any of the things that he says. And like this, whether it's Christopher Lane or Stephen Wald or whoever it is, you call them an idiot about it. An absolute disgrace to the IR community.
Don't offensive realists like emphasize
I'm pretty much a humanitarian interventionist.
This is what's so hilarious to me is that he calls himself anti-establishment, despite the fact that the vast majority of the foreign policy elites within America, it's American exceptionalism and U.S. primacy. No, I'm sorry, but the reason why we are actually actively involved overseas and have military global leadership is due to the established elites who believe that America should constantly engage with the world. And he thinks, oh, I'm different from them. And
okay, by the way,
Kevin, no, you are not.
Well, they have different ideas.
Kevin is not.
Here's actually where I'm going to defend.
Kevin wants to nuke them. The only difference is that he wants to nuke adversaries and not trade with our allies. That's the only difference.
Okay.
And then he calls
let me defend at least just for the sake of being a devil's advocate, Castley here for a second. So yes, you're right. Neoconservatism has traditionally been an elitist ideology. Like you see it with people like George W. Bush. In Congress, you see it with like Marco Rubio. You see it with Dick Cheney. You see it with, I mean, no, Senior Bush was more of an offensive realist, but still, you see this sort of tradition. Bill Kristol, all the like DC think tank intellectuals. Or at least originally was an elitist ideology. However, when Trump came along, you did sort of see this fusion with the rise of certain neoconservatives, and they sort of merged neoconservative foreign policy with populist economic and populist trade policy. So, for instance, you see people like Josh Hawley, and you see people like Tom Cotton. I would say Kevin is definitely sort of a Hawley or a Cotton type person.
No, not recently though. At least
Really?
not on
Yeah, but
social.
the populism is
Hey,
literally
hey,
the antithesis of elitism.
Politicrat. Hey, Politicrat.
Yes.
He literally removed neoconservatives. He literally removed neoconservatism from his Twitter bio.
Okay, so he's quickly changing. Okay. So he's being like Dave Rubin now.
He's
being
grifting.
Yeah, you know what the word is? I'll say the word. Liberal unilateralist.
What does that even mean?
Oh, basically, he wants like basically, like, you know that fucking meme? It's like Democrats versus Republicans, but like the Democrats, it shows Black Lives Matter on top of like an F-35 or whatever. You know that fucking
Yeah,
meme?
I love that. I love that.
It's
meme.
like that, but unironically for him. That's what that means.
He wants like
He's
like
grifted to that.
F-35s
But is
with
he still like Bolton and Crystal and people who are socially conservative?
not really, but
No,
he kind of agrees with them.
no. We have screenshots of him saying "fuck social." He's embraced anti-theism. He hates religion now. He's grifted.
No, he's great. He doesn't actually hate religion. This is a case where Kevin, I believe, is grifted.
No, he said anti-theism or
he's
get the fuck
grifted.
out.
Have you literally?
No,
he changed his
have
view.
You watched
Yes,
my
he did.
stream? No, he didn't change his. I don't think he actually changed. He has said multiple times on my stream, I am personally like agnostic atheist. I'm not going to die on that.
Okay, that was a long time ago.
No, it wasn't. It was recent.
No.
And he literally, he went even further, and he said, I could see myself in a couple of years becoming a Calvinist.
No,
he likes Calvinism.
He's fucking grifting. He's a grifter.
No, he literally said that
he changed his view. He changed his view a few days ago.
If
he
it were to be a religion, he would be a Calvinist because they at least recognize God as evil.
Also, I don't know if you saw it. There's a video out on me called "You Wouldn't Believe the Depraved Shit Ken's said about me."
Night. I watched it as soon as.
Also, I'll say this, right? I'll say this: listen. The way Kevin is conducting his Twitter activities is very reflective of his general foreign policy views, in that he doesn't give a shit about basic alliance structure and coordination. He's going to alienate even his closest allies or alleged allies for his own egoistic purposes, and now he's isolated. He thinks he's like a Kevin Castley exceptionalist, and guess what? It ended up. By the way, this is exactly what's going to happen.
He thinks he's meta exceptional.
He literally believes everything should kneel before him.
Hold on.
Use the mute button, Grayson. You need to be assertive.
Oh yeah, I just need to make sure. Okay, so that's how you use the mute button, and I mute Alkazai, the one person who wasn't talking. But yeah, basically, I'm trying to control the audience, the panel right now, because I want to kind of get into what the most recent drama was. As Kenzik alluded to earlier, it was basically Kevin accused him of being a homophobe for using the F word on a stream. But before we get into this, there was one sort of hilarious thing to show the audience. This was from an earlier stream Kevin did. It's when his little friend we talked about last time.
Dude, if we're just gonna talk about Kevin the whole time, I'm just gonna dip.
Oh yeah, no. If you don't want to stay, you can go.
Okay, good night.
Yeah, see ya. Alkazai, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, that was just that. Anyway, the main thing we're gonna do is just.
We should commentate on some videos, maybe.
Yeah, this is what that's.
Do you know? Hey, Grayson.
Yeah, this is probably
What are we reacting
If
to?
you understand the Natalie controversy, this becomes
Dude,
Oh,
she Grayson,
no!
she literally admitted she left Twitter.
No! No, I know this clip. Oh,
Yes.
MMI, you're gonna love this.
Wait, we should watch the video where he puts on the purple suit.
Oh, we might do that.
He
later.
literally.
No,
Talk about
let's watch
fucking
this one first. Let's watch this one first. This is hilarious.
It's George W. Bush. He called it a crusade, I guess, right? In one of his speeches.
Great, she's here.
I made a video about George
Okay.
Bush. I did an
If you-
interview.
okay, for some
Okay.
context, probably should give you
What's
some
this say?
context. What? I'm just going to give some. Basically, this is about the controversy began because some person said a comment about Muslims being pieces of shit no matter.
Well,
how
I know about that with Natalie.
Yeah.
And
Natalie
this
Avalon.
is basically when she comes on.
Yeah,
to the live.
MMI, you know, what she said, she told him she left Twitter, which she admitted the truth.
Well, I know a little bit about it. I think I saw the screenshot, so I know a bit about it.
So
yeah.
Natalie Avalon did not get canceled. That's a lie.
Anyway,
Yo, Grayson, mind if I explain? I
Sure.
want to give the gist of this. Basically, the following day, like yesterday, Sunday, they did a Ghoul Gang Rising 16.5 because they spent basically the rest of this podcast talking to and about Natalie.
Whoa, okay, did he steal that from me? The idea of doing episode point so and so?
No, I don't. No, I don't think so. I'm pretty
Because
sure
I started doing that. Like,
Hey, I think
almost as soon
Pessimistic
as-
Titan. I think is there room for him to come on?
oh yeah,
that. Sure.
it's going to get a little crowded, just like
More
Like-
crowded than Steven Crowder,
Hey.
guys. Sorry, that was bad.
Hey, Kevin. What Kevin does is try to look badass.
He's like, I mean, there are literally people on my server who don't agree with him but watch him, but think he's basically like literally words that use alpha Chad.
oh, you mean like a log
Yeah, he's
house,
like-
essentially.
You know what?
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, Kanzig. Luke, Kevin is literally a walking stereotype.
Yeah, it's funny that he criticizes MMI for being elitist, but he basically is elitist himself. Like,
Because he does OGs.
yeah, he's like, oh yeah, like this person is an OG. Like, it's an elitist mentality. Like, it doesn't matter if you're a good person or if you contribute to the community. Like, if you have seniority, like you're automatically the fucking best. Like nobody knows who the fuck this Natalie Avalon. Nobody ever talked to this person. Like nobody knows who she is in
So
Discord.
you think
like,
you think he's just simping at this point?
Hey, MMI.
yes,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
simping.
that's what
He
this
bought a
video's gonna
fucking
show.
purple suit.
Yeah, he talk about fucking inceldom.
Yes,
That is cringe, though.
he bought a purple fucking suit.
Basically, this basically explains what he did. He created a neocon elite within the community, which is funny coming from an elitist, but we've
Yeah,
And
hey,
he calls other
hey,
people
politicrat.
incels.
Yeah, basically,
Politicrat.
when we were all on the other night on your stream, he was calling us all an incel. I'm like saying this is the ultimate incel stream, and then
Dude,
he
he
started.
said like your audience were anti-Semitic.
No, he
No,
never
they
said
said
that. I don't
we
think. No,
yeah, he said
he'd
your
rather-
audience is
He never said anti-Semitic.
Yeah,
what
but-
I believe he said.
anti-Semites. He did say
He never like, said- he never said
red
they-
Ice
they
TV
said
fanboys.
red-
No. He never said anti-Semites. What he said was somebody commented, "Oh, look how fast Politicrat is going. He's going to overtake Kevin soon. He grew much fat. He's grown in 9 months more than Kevin has grown in like 3 years, something like that." And then I was like, "It's not a dick measuring contest." I said that, and then he said, "Oh, he commented, I'd rather have Bosch's audience than the Politicrat. They're all a bunch of reactionary Catholic theists or something." Which, I mean, I can't control,
Yeah.
number one, who my audience is.
Hey,
I don't grift, but I mean, I have fans in this area, I guess, because of the content, at least, that I talk about. But it's not all my audience. I have some neoconservatives in my audience. I have actually quite a number of socialists in my audience. I have a lot of libertarians in my audience. Most of my audience are probably libertarians. But I have a mix because, I mean, I try to be... I mean, I'm not a particularly ideological channel. I just talk about ideas. I don't mean to sound like a broken Reuben, but I basically...
Can you show me the clip now? I
Yeah,
mean,
Alright.
you said
we've been
You
said
distracted
I'm
so.
gonna-
MMI. Hey, MMI. So what? I'm pretty much a neoconservative myself, but I try to stick to my guns. At least I'm not a grifter.
We're going to continue this clip, or else we'll be here.
All right, let's go.
Hey, what's going on?
Hold the show. We'll talk. We'll talk about this. We're at 3:29. We'll be back. Talk to Natalie for a minute.
Yeah.
Talk to Natalie for a minute.
Yeah,
Natalie is his...
She literally admitted the truth.
No, Natalie is cringe waifu.
Yeah. Cringe waifu is like 10 times the man she is. I literally.
Hey, yeah, no, don't let them cancel you. We stood our ground here. I mean, so the whole community and everything. There's obviously a fissure now.
Infinite shipping.
That was inevitable.
Natalie, please listen to us. We listened to you. We served you. Please. We served your purpose, your misogynistic purposes. Please notice me. Notice me, Natalie. I abandoned all my friends for you.
What a bunch of ass kissers.
They came up with like a conspiracy theory that like we did this because she was a woman, and also because like Kevin was busy focusing on like some Vosh controversy, and Reese was busy. Basically, everyone on the left-wing side of things was busy with something, so they came up with the freaking conspiracy theory that we did this at this specific time because they thought that they wouldn't fucking notice or something. Like, I'm not even making that up.
Nobody even knew who Natalie was. I'm going to say something real quick.
Okay.
Here's what I came up with. So, here's what I said. You know, Kevin sent Natalie Avalon to date Grayson so he can bitch.
Well, I mean, I am getting lucky with ladies in recent. No, I'm just kidding. I only have one.
Yeah, but he sent Natalie Avalon.
Hundreds of thousands of impressions later, the drama still continues.
By the way, about those hundreds of thousands of impressions, most of those people are like the same 6 people.
Yeah.
You were bitching about us tonight. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's where we're at. But
no, I like this.
This
I
guy.
Like this to force you.
Oh God, Arthur, Queen of Anti-Theism. That's like being.
Oh.
That's basically.
You know what I
like
believe?
The queen of future
what
people
happens?
who will go to hell.
Yeah, you know what I said? I literally said, you know what? She literally just admitted the truth.
Who's Arthur? I heard he's cringe.
He's a liberal hawk who
Yeah.
hangs around with Castley.
I wouldn't necessarily call he's more
he-
a hawk. He's more of a hawk. He's more of an adjacent. Somebody who comes along with for the ride.
So like Biden.
He's the artist that does all the artwork for Kevin's channel and also for Reese's
Yeah, he
stuff.
pretty much he doesn't really say positions himself. He just goes along with the ride.
Well, I mean, the way you phrase it like that makes it seem like he's an NPC.
No.
No, he doesn't follow politics. He doesn't follow
Neil's
politics.
Neil's
art.
the NPC.
But he's
of
associated. He's an adjacent.
Oh yeah, Neil is a fucking like brain dead NPC for sure.
Yeah, he's like, is he just supposed to be the badass in the group?
Who the fuck is Neil, anyways? Like, he's the number one spammer bot.
You may
Kevin
know him
has.
as cool.
Yeah, he literally.
Cooler,
Hey,
or whatever
MMI.
the
He
fuck
said
his
you were
name is.
you're his twin brother.
I don't even
Well, that
fucking
was
know
funny.
who
That
he
was
is.
actually funny. That was funny.
Anyway, we're
Kevin
Twitter,
Castley,
because they
Kevin.
thought that you were one of the anti-DS.
by the way, I hope he doesn't sim for the entire 3 hours, or else we're never leaving this stream.
Choices are yours.
Challenged them that if they got rid of you, nobody would really notice. I was busy with Bosch. Reese was busy. But once this got our
See with
attention,
Bosch. Like he
By the
debates
way,
Bosch.
it's funny how this never. It's funny how even after the Voss drama ended, it still didn't become a problem until suddenly we became very chummy with Asuka.
Is
You know-
Asuka coming on?
Asuka,
He might. He said he might.
he may, I don't know. Yeah, Asuka has, maybe I've disagreed with Asuka before, but now we're good. Like, it's the past. It's like, whatever, like,
And now we have Pessimistic Titan.
You guys
Pess,
should
how's it going,
start a
bud?
movement called Anti-Cav.
What did you say?
well, how about
Anti-Kev?
apolitical?
Or Anti-Cast.
Apoliticrat.
Yeah.
How about apoliticrat? How about anti-theist?
I'm an anti-theist.
I'm just a
Y'all are.
secularist.
we didn't stand for that. And that's why we got the purple in the background right now. That's what's all about with the purple,
Dude, you're simping too hard.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
jerk
a
off
little
with your
too.
dick.
That's going a little too far. Like I understand if it's
Yeah, like
big
literally, like
movements.
freaking painting, jerking off on your dick.
Especially,
Eh.
especially. Oh, look. He's right here.
Who?
Oh, hey, Nick, hey, Asuka.
Well, yeah. Kevin's going into some very creepy territory with this whole.
This is not a
Hey,
hill to
Grayson,
die
they
on.
all literally protected their private. They all literally privatized their accounts.
They've all been like,
Privatize freedom. No, legalize freedom and then privatize it. That's my political stance.
In the group chat, you know what happened? Like, like Jay would literally post a meme with this, with the Captain Phillips. Me.
Look at me.
Stuff,
I am the
it's
captain
like-
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
Look
it's
at
like
me.
a bunch of drama bullshit that you guys may not like get.
oh, believe me, I'm base
Like,
white.
look at
You'll
me.
see the purple suit.
Look at me.
I'll show you.
I'm the
We'll
captain
get to
now.
that.
He might as well have just, if he got the purple suit, I'm going to wait for the purple suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because of your profile picture. So a lot of people were asking about you. So a lot of randoms and stuff that saw the whole hashtag free Natalie thing. So that's what happens when they try to fuck with us.
This is what happens when we try and fuck with Kevin Castley. You get to be on a panel full of based people and get to yell at him.
He is 20 fucking 8 or whatever his name. He's in his late 20s.
Like MMI.
and this is like
Hey, MMI,
middle
what
school. Yeah.
Hey, MMI, so what Kevin does, if you debate him, he strawmans you.
Yes, I know that. That's the point. Which is why he's a fucking idiot. And then I don't even know whether he's actually genuinely and physically, mentally incapable of understanding my arguments.
Yeah.
Literally.
Hey,
But
hey, Kevin, hey, MMI, hey, Kevin is exactly what he accuses you of.
and it's really funny too because like
interesting.
So here's the thing:
conversation.
if he's going to strawman us, and I've got the perfect thing, I'm going to tap into someone. This is this cult, Kevin Castley. He has this big dildo in the back. He shoves up his ass all every night.
Like MMI, he literally believes that everything kneels before him.
yeah, he is. He
Never apologize to a narcissist.
This guy seeks to make a literal cult of personality around him, Kim Jong-un style.
Wait,
Criticizes
Kevin,
authoritarian.
Hey, MMI, hey guys,
and then,
I want to say
and
something.
then throws a
quick.
tantrum when everyone turns on him, and then thinks that he purged them, which,
Because
by the way,
he's a
considered of
he's a
98% just
For me?
left him.
Yeah, absolute
Poor
narcissist.
people.
He's the dude's. He's literally a man child.
Who? Kevin Castley?
Yeah, who we've been
Look,
talking about this whole
Kevin
time.
Castley.
Literally just a straight up
Kevin
fucking narc.
Look, Kevin Castley is like North Korea. When it gets sanctioned by everybody, and him just making the statement, "Oh look, I sanctioned everybody. I purged all the foreigners from my thing." Like that's basically Kevin
That
Castley.
is actually the best analogy I've
Okay,
ever heard.
dude,
I
Holy
actually
shit.
do have a
Real
question.
quick.
I have a question. So for people who've known him longer than
Oh
me,
my fucking god.
no, just a question. Has he ever admitted to losing a debate?
No.
He has not.
No, he thinks he
he
won
hasn't.
epic style. He acts like he
He's-
always wins debates.
He's a
He
narcissist.
literally says he takes the ego pill.
The closest he has ever
Right.
come to admitting he lost a debate was when he said that I did about even with. He said that we basically did the exact same in one debate we did. That's the closest he has ever come to admitting.
Because he didn't want to lose. Because he didn't want to lose you as like a fan.
Yeah.
Because most of the people that debate him don't like him.
Yeah. Even Sultan Skinny freaking won that debate.
Yeah.
Wait, is he the Arab dude, Muslim?
Yeah, but he still, even if I disagree with him, he still won that debate with Kevin Castley. He basically ignored his points.
Unlike you, Dragon, he did say you defeated him by saying one word. He admitted it.
Yeah.
Just because.
Yeah.
So I want to say something real quick.
Hey.
So what Kevin said, like, if he gets inaugurated in 20 minutes, he will nuke the North Korean regime.
That ain't happening.
He has no idea on. He has no foreign policy besides we should nuke this person or this country or we should just intervene. He has no idea or any vision on what post-war statecraft or post-war rebuilding process looks like. He has no idea what societal democratization process looks like. He has no academic credential or backings at all.
He's not a pragmatist.
You don't get it, MMI. You
Yeah.
don't have to rebuild a state if they're all dead.
He's functionally a jingoist, by the way. He's functionally a jingoist, using liberal rhetoric to justify them, with little to zero credentials on what his vision ought to look like.
Oh, I'm sorry. Continue.
No, you can go.
Oh no. So the funny thing is how he's a Canuck, but he stands America and talks about how he's glad that Canada, his country, that's supposed to be patriotic. He said he's like, oh, I'm so glad that Canada is a vassal of the U.S.
Okay, we got the god from I can't read because this text is so damn
Okay,
small.
MMI, I am pretty much an humanitarian interventionist.
Anyway.
Yes. And Mike Pest is right. He gets his foreign policy from movies. Like zero pragmatic
He
nuance.
acts like the America's Superman.
Invade.
Just as somebody who knows people at the State Department, he could never get a job at the State Department. I'm sorry. I'm just speaking.
He acts like he knows more than the whole State Department.
Like, I'm sorry, Kevin. Do you really think you know more than the people that work at the CFR or CSIS or IISS or these foreign policy elites just because you think differently and that you simply want to nuke them and they don't? That's not knowledge. That's just being a fucking edgelord on Twitter with no sort of knowledge.
MMI, I think, I believe that the prominent neoconservatives would disagree with him.
Even Bill Kristol called him a fucking idiot.
Did he?
Like, no, like he would. Like, there's not a single
MMI
think tanker
like
that would.
MMI. I am a neoconservative myself.
Yeah.
Anyway, we can continue on because I think we have a problem of too many people but that's fine.
All right, play it.
With the viewer.
I'll mute myself.
Totally.
We'll just talk over them.
Unacceptable. And we defended her out of principle.
Yeah.
And
you want to see us defend you?
Principle of your
out of the principle of getting gash.
American Madhouse.
Yeah, out of principle. Out of principle to fucking splitting the whole community. Piece of shit.
Kansik, who's a former friend of mine, who called me the F word today, and I'm not talking about fuck. I'm talking about the FAG word, right?
The FAG word.
Yeah, Kantic, you said that on his stream
Just
all the
say it.
time.
Just say it.
The FAG word.
Wait,
don't know,
is it against TOS?
I don't know.
I don't know. Like
You said it all the time, Kantic.
Faggot.
Not
On his
not if
stream.
you say it within context. Not if you're like quoting somebody.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
Like when
No.
when he spells it like so quickly like that, it's almost as if it doesn't even matter. Like the FAG word.
Yeah.
Like just like
Kevin's not even gay, so why the fuck does it matter?
He bleeped it out on his,
Or
his
maybe
video.
he
last
is
night.
gay. I mean,
Yeah.
we've never
Look.
seen him with a woman. Look, he's always
Well, he
hanging
is-
with
look,
Reese.
we're not-
Maybe he
hey.
is gay.
Hey, Kantic. Hey,
Maybe he
Kantic,
is
we're not
gay.
anti-LGBT.
Lettuce, gay, bacon, tomato. Yeah.
I don't think he's
Here's the
gay.
thing.
Who's gay?
I think he's just a fucking beta.
Okay.
I think he's an incel. I think he's a
Kanzik.
beta bitch.
Yeah.
Have you
Wait,
seen
who's
those
gay?
pictures
We're
where he's like
not-
hover handing women?
Oh, fuck.
How am I?
Oh, yeah,
supposed
those
to control
fucking
this
pictures.
crowd? There's like I'm like
Hey, we're
outnumbered.
not anti-LGBT.
Well, who's gay?
No one's saying we are.
All right,
I'm
really
anti-T.
control-
This guy.
Control this crowd. 'cause
Play
I
it.
think-
Play it.
Appointment beyond belief. And of course the other one, Grace. No, there's basically a split. There are two camps now. The result of everything, and that was inevitable. And I'm glad this happened sooner
This
rather
camp
than
will be
later. But their
victorious.
treatment of you, in particular,
Oh yeah, there's two camps. There's the
Yeah.
axis of evil. There's me, Grayson, and Asuka. The axis of evil.
Oh yeah, I caught dibs on being Japan.
I'm Germany.
Yeah, I guess Asuka gets to be Italy.
From the UK. No, actually, I'm America up until 1917.
like I've said, for the time, I do
No,
have
actually, I'm Switzerland.
a couple issues with the way that it was phrased.
I like our-
generally,
Kevin
Take
would
it
purge
down,
you.
coming from. However, the fact that they treated you, a long-standing member of our community,
We didn't even know. who she was, like,
member of our community.
We didn't even respond to that tweet.
Like I didn't actually respond. I did, where he got angry at was that I mentioned it in a stream I was doing with my co-host, and my co-host said of Reese, "Good riddance," and that's what got him.
Yeah, you said all but like 2 words about it.
Yeah.
He got so like he flipped out. I mean, it's because he has a personality disorder. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of fucking normal person reacts that way to some
Yeah.
the smallest like hint of like defiance?
I don't know.
He's a
Luke.
narcissist.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
he has something.
hey,
on.
Asuka, you literally made an account called Kevin Castley posting his L's online.
What? Who are you talking to? I don't think that
talking to
Asuka's
Asuka.
here. I don't think that he's here.
No, but I'm saying that. Hey, what's your? So yeah, I've seen this account that Asuka made.
But
Yeah, I don't think he's here. So you'll have to ask him like in the
if
group
there's
chat. or
posting
something.
L's account, I'm gonna follow it.
I don't know who made that account, but it's pretty funny.
It
Yeah.
seems
I like
like
it.
to be a
That's what it's-
paleocon because he's like following Red Eagle and David Coulson.
I don't really care honestly. Like, I just care that they're
Yeah.
making fun of Kevin.
the way that I would treat Tulsi Gabbard or
Oh, also, if you can, I don't know. If
That's
you can
not
see
even close. Kevin, we're calling you out for being a dick.
Here's the thing. It says here, I left Twitter myself. Personally, it's better for my mental health
God.
not to deal with other people's crap. She admits she left herself. She didn't even.
Yeah.
She wasn't
Leaving
even
Twitter
canceled.
is self-care.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's a false flag.
Yeah, she's not even. Here's the thing. She was not even canceled.
Oh no, yeah. Like
blocked her-
two people
nothing.
responded to her tweet, like
And she was a complete
She
nobody.
left on her own.
just regular
you know?
like Twitter bans.
So this
Oh, yeah.
drama was going on longer before it even started.
Well, Pat, you can
This
just
is
say
so-
it. You can say it on the stream because, like, about Reese, what you said in the comments, pessimistic Titan, if you want.
Wait, who? What?
Pass.
No, I'll pass this time.
Okay. But basically, Reese, in his stream, he got freaking angry. He was like, "I am the
Like-
movement."
Oh yeah, that was really funny. That was a really
I'm the Senate.
Before me.
yeah. That was
I
a
am the
real.
Senate.
I need to cut that clip out and like upload it somewhere. It's really funny. It's crazy like megalomaniac rant.
Yeah. Anyway, so she admits basically she left on her own accord. So
Cassandra Fairbanks or Nick Fuentes. Completely outlined,
Imagine conflating the two, or just imagine comparing the two. Nick went. It's like
Oh my
as morally
God.
equivalent.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're not.
There was a big purge, basically.
Yeah.
We have no
A big purge. I don't think he purged
Big
us.
purge.
We should have left
Like-
because
I actually
Yeah,
He
yeah,
calls
left
us. You know what he
before the
does? Do you know what he does? He says we're former Hawks.
oh yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Everybody
He's-
abandons you, and then you're like, "I purged you." No, you didn't.
He's the
fucking
type of person-
moron.
He
He's the
also
type of
says
person who
he also
gets fired
says
from a
you're not a
job.
neocon unless he says so. Like he buys into the meme that neocons are leftist.
He literally
believes
no
that
listen.
neocons
listen.
are like milquetoast
He's someone
Republican.
That's hilarious because that's a reaction.
He's someone who would get fired from a job. Okay, it's like John Bolton.
That's what reactionaries think about.
Yeah, that is the
You-
reactionary stance.
He's the type of person who would get fired from a job and then say, "I left the job," and then own it. That's like John Bolton thing.
Yeah, John
Yeah.
Bolton.
Oh
come on.
yeah, you
What
can't
the fuck
fire
are you
me.
smoking?
I quit.
We already fired you, mate.
Yeah, big own.
go forward. They're out. They're out. We move on. We have the talent. Everything can be used in this show.
We have the
Who's
talent.
we? Who's we?
Who's
We're
we?
people.
He's talking
You
about
guys
his
come in,
side.
Reese? Like, guess that's it.
And my associates who produce content. They have nothing. They've got hot takes, which is a reactionary platform that nobody really watches.
He doesn't even use reactionary in the correct context.
Oh, we asked him to define
He literally-
reactionary
you
on
know
the
what he
stream,
did?
and he just
Hey, here's what happened. He literally tweeted about comparing. He literally tried to compare himself to me. Oh, you only have 11 subs. I got 700.
No, he doesn't have 700. He has 650.
Like, yeah,
No,
we
I'm
can
saying-
continue
Lost
this
subs
until
from
basically
subscribe.
everyone gets bored. Then we can go to Purple Suit stream. But
Oh, I just wanted to say something.
Let's continue this.
oh, Pass, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, unironically, he uses the Marxist definition of reactionary as being whatever is against
I was about
our
to say that.
liberation.
I was about to say that. Yeah, no.
You know,
Like there was
Yes.
a Marxist guy who commented on his stream, and I made it. I basically he basically said a reaction. The Marxist guy said a reactionary is anybody who believes in the status quo. And then I completely was like, no, a reactionary is somebody who believes in the status quo ante, basically taking something back to things before they were, before liberal democracy. Like supporting the status quo is a moderate or a conservative. Like, God, they have the dumbest definition, and Kevin is buying into that.
okay, can I say something? Real quick.
You get
Yes.
I'll give
You know what?
15 seconds.
You know what? The other side are just hawks that are radical leftist.
Yeah.
Oh snap!
So a Trotskyist.
Boy, Neil Garda
Oh, I'm sorry.
Holocaust, edgy shit, and it's for the most brutal religions. Embarrassing, right? So that's where things are at right now.
Ooh, we simp
Oh.
Islam. We
Oh yeah, it's funny. Like I've mentioned
Okay.
this like a million times.
Listen.
Okay, Dragon, I need you to stay quiet for a second.
Yeah.
Like it's funny. Like I've preached to the choir a few times already about this. Every time he mentions this, it's like our side has all the talent. He always brings up Grayson and Asuka. It's like, oh, Grayson's channel is boring, and Asuka posts edgy memes. So it's like he never mentions my channel. Like he knows my content is fucking great. Like you can go back to a stream we did together where we react to one of the videos that I made. Like he fucking loves it. Like he knows my content is fucking amazing. He doesn't
just
have
wanna-
he doesn't have the audacity to say it sucks.
I just want to say something that's kind of funny real quick before I forget. So it sort of has to do with my channel, but it also has to do with Castley. But so
God.
I'm of my show, I'm ending the first season soon, and I'm going to do a month hiatus and start the second one. And when I start the second one, I'm actually going to be opening all my streams with like an anime intro. And it's gonna, and I already have it like planned out, but it's going to have in it MMI and Kevin fighting. No, and it's gonna be the a Naruto Shippuden intro. It's gonna be the silhouette intro. It's gonna be hilarious, but it's just gonna be like all of the people who've been on my show, their faces on like or their avatars. And when I did like a joke like anime intermission, this is what annoys me about Kevin. Like he doesn't realize when you're like doing things to be funny or ironic. Like, or the one time when I moderated the debate and I was wearing a Crusader outfit, like he's like, "Oh, that's so cringe. Who could take him seriously?" It's like, dude, do you understand irony?
Yeah, can I say something real quick?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't even understand like basic humor. Like, have you ever
Okay.
looked at like his meme page on Facebook? All of the memes are like
God.
like an adult like trying to imitate like Zoomer humor. It's really weird.
Well, he calls himself a boomer,
okay.
unironically.
Okay,
Just
can I
leave
say
this
something real
on
quick?
and then just comment on? I'll just leave.
And we don't stand for. So there we go. What do you think, Reese?
Stand by everything that's happened, pretty much.
Maybe we
It's,
need to speed this.
You know, there were a combination of factors, but this was a big one. You know, seeing this treatment, it was almost like you could see.
Hold on. I'm trying to speed this up, so just to give you
That's how they really wanted to treat you and me in this case. But
For a fact, no, we know that for a fact. We have eyes everywhere, and they were still. None of them were surprised today to still find out that we knew what was going on.
Why not just go to the fucking purple suit one? This is like this is
Yeah,
boring.
let's dictate it
And
out.
like
yeah. I have to.
Oh no, MMI left. I kind of wanted to see Kevin's reaction.
Oh, come on.
Oh. Maybe it's internet cut or something. Well,
he said, stream is a bit
Yeah.
laggy, and I said my piece.
okay, so
All right.
we can go to
You know,
the fun one.
a purple suit where he's jerking off.
Oh, let me just go.
He made sure to correct us that it was a purple dress shirt, not a purple suit.
Oh,
Oh yeah, because
But I'm gonna
What do
keep
you
saying
think?
purple suit
What
just
do you
because it
think,
makes him
bud?
angry.
What do you
the
think,
purple
man?
suit.
What? I'm gonna keep saying purple suit because it makes him upset. But I'm sure that Kevin will react to MMI being here.
No, he'd be like, no,
He's
it's an authentic Joker costume.
No, it's a shirt.
That would be really funny to see Kevin in the Joker outfit.
I was about to say he might as well just put on. I was going to say this earlier, but I want.
Might as well. It would
might as well
look
just
really
put on
good.
makeup.
It would suit well if he were to literally paint his face like the Joker.
Yes.
I think-
Anyways, Grayson, are you gonna pull up the video?
Yeah, just let me screen share over.
Okay.
No, hold on. I want
actually-
to let me screen share something real quick, and then we can do.
It's the Joker.
Hold
Oh,
on,
you want to screen share? Okay, I'll let
something
you.
real quick.
Oh, I have to show it. Hold on, give me a second.
There's a
Is there sound
Yeah.
to this one?
Yeah.
I can
Hold
hear
on.
it.
Yeah.
I can hear it. It's just quiet. There we go.
So imagine Kevin's face on there.
Yeah.
Somebody should make that.
Literally meme. That would look funny if that were like a meme of a picture of Kevin's face.
I feel like this could make like the man purple suit. Over the
God.
I feel like I could make that.
Kevin's the Joker with a purple suit.
How long is this clip?
I don't know. It's pretty much over. The good part's over.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, we're going to go.
Kevin
Yeah,
is literally the Joker with a
I could
purple
probably
suit.
I could probably shoot on like Kevin's head onto that clip.
Do it, please. I could too, but I'm too lazy right now.
Okay, just.
Yeah, I might do it sometime this week.
Oh yeah, so yeah, this was the biggest cancer.
Oh yeah.
It's a fun stream, but
Dude,
it's also.
Hey, Kevin, you did.
And so they created.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
Hey, I think you got Kanzik, you literally got a DM.
Ken Z.
Oh, is that what does Arthur have a teddy bear?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, that's the symbol of Western imperialism.
That was Dragon's
Oh, okay.
PFP for the longest time.
Is it Teddy Roosevelt?
Yeah. Okay. Kanzik, did you get a DM?
Yes, I'm looking. I'm looking at the messages. It's all good.
All right. Was I mentioned?
No.
All right.
There's so many dead cicadas on my deck.
All right. Let's
Oh,
play
that's
this.
gross.
Up to you, but Kevin's here. Finally.
Kevin!
The purple
There it
suit?
is.
Right.
Oh yeah, this is the
So
best.
Kevin, did you have any thoughts on which I've seen you in the chat? I don't know if you had any particular thoughts on what you've been hearing here.
I might have a few thoughts. I'll say this: I'm rocking purple right now for #FreeNatalie.
Purple fucking guy, like, yeah, talk about fucking insult him.
I think he said he also changed the color on his light too.
Yeah, he
Make
did.
it
Yes,
purple.
he
Yeah.
did.
Purple.
For Natalie.
Okay, I wonder if he already had it or if he went out and bought it like at the store.
I'm pretty sure he bought it. He bought it. He bought that suit.
He got
He
it.
bought that
He got
fucking
that suit, dude. He bought the fucking suit.
He bought
Talk
the
about
fucking suit.
fucking probably. And he paid
Okay,
his dick.
you know
purple.
what? You know
How
what?
many suits did he claim to have? What did you say it was? It was like 6.
I do
mean,
like
he
his
works-
presentation. I do
He
like
has
that Kevin
60
treats-
ties.
I like how he's so I like how how he does present. I think Kevin is actually a decent presenter, especially with the aesthetic and then how he dresses nice. I will give him that.
Yeah,
And I wish I had a
Hey,
good camera
Politicrat,
so
do
I
you
could
like his
inspect.
content?
That's what makes it so funny though, is that he like presents that way, but like he acts like a
No,
like a
his
middle
content-
schooler.
His content is a
S to
bit
the I to
dry.
the M to the P.
His content's a bit dry. However, I do some of his take. I like when he shits on like Bausch and stuff.
His streams are too like
Alright.
long and like drawn out and boring.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
I
my
don't-
streams
5
my
hours.
streams are long and drawn out too. So like, I'm not going.
Yeah,
to
but you have
criticize
like
that.
you usually have like
He does it on a
smart
daily
or
basis.
like interesting people with like interesting things to say.
Yeah, but he
on their
does it on a
streams,
daily
whereas, like-
basis.
Like Kevin's streams are just like it's just always like midwits.
True, I only do
It's
mine
the
like
midwit
once.
hour.
I only do mine like once a week, so maybe sometimes twice.
Am I a midwit?
All right, Politicrat.
You're not a midwit, but Kevin
Hey,
is.
Politicrat, do you like his
Reese
content?
is, Neil is.
It is.
He'll
Yeah.
sometimes have a good video that I will watch, but I'm not going. I don't. He's not the worst, but he's not the best. I think he's probably the best. The Hawks have right now, and I think he does.
That's
he does,
not saying much.
like
there's
okay.
really
The
not a
reason I
lot.
don't think the reason my main criticism of him and his content is because like it seems like so he's superpower broadcasting. He's foreign policy based, but he does too many, as he says, drama streams. No, the thing is, it's like, and it almost makes me like not when he does that and he focuses on the drama because I think he enjoys it. That and this is and Kevin, if you're listening, please take this to heart. I think more people would take you
Yeah,
seriously.
but he does it
if you
all the
stop
time.
Doing that.
He does it.
Like try to be
Even
like the.
he does it. He does drama on his regular streams.
No, that's why I like to call him. I've started calling him Keemstar Castley because it's drama alert. That's basically what it is.
I call him backwards, Kevin Keemstar.
Yeah, the thing is like it's drama alert, like about a community of like 30 people. So like
Yeah,
nobody really cares
but
outside
at
of like
least
our.
At least on
Yeah,
Drama
to
Alert,
be honest-
Keemstar reports on drama that doesn't concern himself.
To
for
be
the most
honest,
part.
Dude, even
that's
most of the
true.
to be
Yeah.
okay, to be completely honest, I thought his drama about Haas was fucking irritating.
I think it was funny for like the first week.
I think most
Yeah,
of the. I think the thing is
tired of
that.
it.
Oh shit! I forgot what I was gonna say. Never mind.
God.
Hey, should you say political? Should we?
I mean,
Did you have pause on the pig pen?
It is, but at
What
the
about the pig pen?
same time, it
You should
parts
have.
of it.
You should have pause
Oh,
on the
God.
political pig pen.
No.
I don't know who that is, but I just want to say,
Yeah,
any of you
okay.
guys are ever, if any of you guys are interested, any of you guys are welcome to come on my show at any point you want. So.
Green Dragon.
Based. Thank you.
I'll literally have anybody on as long as it's not Dave Rubin. He's the only one who's banned from my show. Like, I will literally have Richard Spencer on before I have Dave Rubin on.
Do you want to continue this? Because there was
Yeah,
some other
I'm sorry. I derail things. I'm sorry.
I know. I'm just asking if you want to continue this because there are some other interesting points, but
Virgins here in the debate. And my only question is,
I do not virginity Ross.
my only question is who the hell wants to go first? So
Keep playing it. Nothing has even
playing
happened yet.
a few of these people here.
I don't think that you see the vagina in your life.
Yeah, so I'm looking at one right now, dude.
funny thing to point out, the only person you
That was a good comeback. That was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, it was.
That was
But he uses it like
was.
multiple times through the.
But no,
He does the
It's
same
old.
thing until it gets bland as shit.
Here's the thing to consider though. He's the only one.
What?
Talk amongst yourselves.
But
All right, just keep
he's the
playing
only
it.
one who. No, I'm sorry about that, but he's the only one who has his camera on in that scene. So when he says he's looking at one right now, he's the only one who has his camera on. So he must be trying to.
Yeah, it's actually a good point.
So
Didn't think about that.
Let me just.
All right.
Got back.
What's going on?
This big Charlie dude, this is the weed, right? I just want to make sure he was denying it in
I'm just a
chat.
random person from the
Yeah, no, you're a Suga. You sound exactly like a Yeah, no, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that.
Quit automatically assuming shit.
like having like a temper tantrum.
No, you are a Suga.
You just assume my identity.
No.
Asuka was never on the stream, for the record. There was
Like,
only
yeah,
this guy named
he's
Big
just
Charlie.
he's just. I mean, Kevin is just assuming shit.
Yeah, that was so weird that Kevin just assumed that it was him. Like, it's just fucking Big Charlie. Like, jeez.
Dude, he's
Why the hell can't you just own
Big
it?
Charlie. Dude, he's Big Charlie.
Why can't you just own it?
Dude, he's Big Charlie. I'm Big Charlie.
Oh, bitch.
He's Big Charlie. No, how am I limited?
Little bitch.
This Big Charlie right there.
Because you can't even admit to being a Suga who's already a pseudonym and doesn't even use his real identity.
Do we have some timestamps of like some good parts of the stream? Because this is fucking long.
Yeah, I don't know where the good parts are.
Yeah. Okay. No, wait till he kicks me out in this. All right. Can we go to the part where
Oh
he
yeah,
kicks me out?
that's the real crime. Kevin kicks out Dragon in the stream.
Play it.
Yeah, sure. Because that's when
Play it
Reese
for a
comes
little
in,
longer.
and that's when it
To
actually
keep
gets
Arthur of all people.
So if there's anyone who wants to leave, you can. Otherwise,
He hasn't said a word for like 30 minutes.
All right, I want to hear him say. Here, go back to 10 seconds. Go back 10 seconds, please.
What do you mean 10 seconds?
Yeah, right before he kicks me out when he says kick out. He says kick me out.
So hold on. How was I holding back from criticizing you?
one second. I got an interjection. I've got to see if anyone voluntarily wants to drop out. I think someone's trying to join.
That's Reese.
Yeah, I think it probably is. So if there's anyone that wants to leave, you can. Otherwise,
He hasn't said a word for like 30 minutes.
Who?
Arthur.
Oh. You know, Arthur's cool. Let's kick Dragon.
This is all this.
What a fucking piece of shit.
There you go, Dragon. You got it.
That
Now-
was
now
the
let's-
real war crime. That was the real war crime.
Anyway,
Yeah, it was.
Kevin Castley is a war criminal, unironically.
Like, I don't know what we should. There are so many videos still to go over. Is there any recommendations?
Can't say, have you been
Well,
getting?
what about-
have you
what
been
about-
getting
what
the
about
DMs?
his,
Because I can't.
Okay, here's what. How
Are
about
you
his
checking
debate?
the messages, Kanzik?
Hey, Dragon, can you be quiet? Like,
How
Yeah.
about
DM him that if you need to talk about that.
how about his? Hold on, I'll put it in private chat. We can kind of like to make it a surprise. But
Okay. Oh, yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah. That
Because
might
he
be-
was like, he was awful about that. He was such a dick.
Should we go to
Wasn't
the
he like
post
bragging
show?
about how, like,
Yeah.
yeah, that was really bad. Yeah, go find that. Is that even still up?
do you want-
Oh.
yeah, it is. Yeah, he took.
Oh
he
yeah,
took.
that
He took
debate's
the other.
still
He took
out.
the other one down, the one that I'm on.
I would genuinely consider that to be cyberbullying.
Yeah, I agree. Like that was just like vicious. I mean, he constantly like hits like people below the belt, and then he complains about being like bullied and like demands people like apologize to him, and like makes these sob videos crying about Kansas, calling him the F word. It's like, dude, like you bring all of this on yourself.
Yeah, dude, I want to say something.
Nobody feels like bad
Dude.
for you at all.
Dude, Kevin, you're such a goddamn tryhard.
Unleash your dragon.
You can't fuck with Dragon. Dragon wins.
All right.
The second Dragon was kicked off, like that's when we won.
Yeah. Anyway, I think I found.
He couldn't handle the dragon.
Yeah. Also, I don't think I can bring. Yeah, I don't think I can
Yeah,
bring
what-
Headafax on because she doesn't want to be on. I mean,
Understandable, but
yeah, like I get it. I wouldn't want to be harassed by Kevin too. But,
Yeah, I understand. Like, even like Hedafax even left my server because of that.
Guys,
So because she
Yeah,
because some of Kevin's friends were in there. I understand. Yeah, and it was. Yeah, I thought it was. I mean, I understand he has a problem with MMI. I think the drama between them always been stupid. But like, I mean, it's like leave her out of. She's not even a political YouTube. She makes Hetalia videos, anime related. It's I don't know. I just think Kevin. I feel like was the one who dragged her into that, and I don't know.
who, Natalie?
No, Heda.
Oh, and who's Hedda?
Hedafax, MMI's friend who he ended up Kevin ended up debating.
Oh wait, is it the one in the stream?
The one we're watching, yeah.
Oh, okay.
oh yeah. But I should play that because I've been.
Hello. Добрый вечер.
Okay, I had an audio issue on my end. I can hear you now, however.
Oh no, sorry, I was on mute.
Okay, yeah, I unmuted you. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm not sure if the Politicrat is actually going to be moderating or.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were supposed to be a moderator.
Was I? No, I thought I was supposed to be a moderator between him and MMI. I was confused. I had no idea. This is the first time I'm hearing about me supposed to moderate that, and I am sorry. I apologize with Kevin and Hedafax. I don't. Kevin would have probably muted me if I did this, but like I would have.
Yes,
I
he
would have
is.
put a stop. I would have put a stop. I would have tried to put a stop to the aggressiveness. I don't. Yeah. I wonder what the shadow jury would have been for that one.
Shadow Jury.
This stream is brought to you by Raid Shadow Jury.
No, see, we are the Shadow Jury.
I'll shoot him an invite in case he wants to moderate.
turn it up a little bit.
He is a very neutral
Right?
moderator.
Did someone say something?
And,
Yeah, turn it up a little bit if
Yeah.
possible. Oh, never mind. Okay, sorry.
and as always, in the case of these debates, the challenger, of course, has the rights to mirror it on their channel if they have or other social
what?
media and whatnot. I am going to be sending this over to Henry currently.
Also, just let me know if I need to skip any parts because.
Yeah, like does anybody know like when it actually starts? I mean, this is just the
Oh,
intro.
when-
Just like skip around a little bit.
Please. Hold on. Hold on, there's a There's a bug in my room.
Kill it.
Yeah.
It's interrupting the fucking stream. What kind of bug is it?
That was a big ass spider, actually.
Did you kill it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anyways,
Yeah.
skip around a little bit.
Yeah.
This is like clearly the intro.
Okay. Like I don't know. Like wonder when it goes crazy.
Stances on like minimum wage. There's a lot of like a lot of economists that say that imposing a minimum wage really doesn't it really will not work out well in the long run. I mean, MMI knows a lot more about this.
I'm not an advocate of minimum wage policy. I think at best it's redundant and superfluous, and at worst it's actually harmful towards people getting work experience if their value per hour is.
Also, by the way, can we just mention the fact that suit? Like, no. Who thought that was okay?
Oh, the suit? Yeah, I don't know. It looks kind of weird.
Yeah, also, it seems.
I have an even better Kevin suit moment. I sent it to you via DM, Grayson. You should put it up on the screen. Actually,
Where's
is
the
he? I DM'd you on Twitter. Look at the picture. You should put that up on screen for everybody to see.
Let's see if I. Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah.
Wait, what are we bringing up?
Oh, just a really neat picture.
I was looking through my messages with Kevin, and I don't think he ever sent me the link to moderate this debate.
I was like, did he just lie?
I don't think he lied. I don't know. I think he just figured he wanted to bring Henry on, and I wonder if it's why Henry was not a good choice for a moderator, especially because of how biased he is.
Is he like? I always thought he was cool, but is he like?
I've never talked to Henry. All I know is that he's on Team Castley, or it was at least at this point.
Hold on, I'm having difficulties. Also, I got a DM from MI asking if I could not show this, so I guess I'll respect.
Okay, yeah.
Respect the.
No, that's fair. I get it.
Okay.
Let's just like bury it.
All right. Well, I'll guess. Yeah, actually, I'll just share over to.
Yeah, put up that picture I sent you.
Yeah. I think this is it.
Yeah, look
Yeah,
at that
what
fucking
is that?
shit. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Is that Castley?
Third degree cringe.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna share part of a video. I mean, this is before Castley and I actually started talking. All I know is that he was a Twitter neocon, but I'm gonna show.
That's like him from like 10 years ago.
He didn't get that fucking thing tailored at all.
And Castley never said anything about this, but I'm just gonna show you the very beginning of this. Hold on. Look, this was the start of the video I did. It was all criticizing America's current foreign policy, and he thought this video was super cringe eventually once he saw it, but he never commented on the very beginning what I did. But do you have it shared?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Did he react?
For centuries, the United States
Okay,
has
was that
been
it?
an expansionist
Yeah,
power.
this is before I had a good mic though. But
Did he react to that?
no, I told him to play it on his stream once. He was like, "Oh, that's so cringe!" Like that's what he.
Of course.
Yeah.
So like apparently he's claiming that someone doxed him.
Wait, I don't know. I never heard of that.
Oh, it was just because somebody uploaded a video of like race realist stuff that he was saying, and it says Kevin Castley, and then like the city that he lives in.
Actually,
in the title. That's not doxing. He fucking says that he lives there, like
do
in
we
his
know?
streams
Have we
and stuff.
figured out who tried to dox MMI?
No, never, actually. But
Remember after the debate, someone somehow managed to find his yearbook.
yeah, like his middle school yearbook picture.
That was creepy, and basically, like, I had to go on Castley's show to call that out because, like, I was not having that, and I noticed, and Kevin kind of came back and retracted. I think Kevin felt bad for this, but basically, there was never any sort of gratefulness at first, at least until I called him out on it, for me taking the time to stay up all night to moderate that debate. Like, the debate wasn't over till like 5:30 a.m. my time.
Oh wow!
And like, I literally had to pull an all-nighter just to do that for them because I was the only neutral party who was like suited to do that. And also, when I took the time to organize the debate and stuff, turns out everyone just wanted blood sports and wanted them yelling at each other. But I took the time to like do an Oxford-style debate. But apparently nobody wanted that, so.
Also, I kind of threw you under the bus by accident. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
you did. You never even like said anything. You were invited on there. It was just you, and when they were shitting on me, you did not say a single thing. I was like, yeah.
Oh, hey,
I
Ali, how's it going?
Going pretty good. How are you?
You just
Doing
noticed
all
that Ali was here.
What we could do is we could always watch the stream that I have, the stream where, well, I mean, of course, I don't know. Base Waifu was on it, so.
Is this the one I was on?
Yeah, the one Ali was on. I edited it to get rid of some of the parts that I think were inappropriate that were said. That
debate was pretty fun.
But no, it wasn't really a debate. It was the one where it was the debate review. We can always we can watch some of it, but only if it's but if MMI and Head of Facts don't feel comfortable, we don't have to play
I actually do have a suggestion. Since I'm the host, I'm probably going to accept it. There's apparently a debate that is not even on Kevin's channel anymore, but you can find it on the other guy's channel. He did with Kyle Frank, and apparently Kevin was like terrible on that one.
Yeah,
so Kevin
hold on.
got
so on that, he did admit to me that he didn't do that well in that debate.
Yeah. Like, should we watch it? Because I can find it. It's on Kyle Frank's channel, though, so.
No, okay, so basically, Kevin got rid of the debate between him and MMI. And the only footage of that debate now is the stuff that we reviewed on my channel.
Actually, no, it's unlisted. Like, I can still technically get it. You just have to.
No, there is shit on Kyle Frank's channel. I remember like looking it up one time, and like Kyle Frank recorded his own version.
Who do you think would win? Who do you think would win a debate? Kyle Kalinske or Kevin Castley?
I mean, just because Kyle Kalinske.
Can I say something?
Kyle Kalinske wouldn't take it seriously. I feel like. Yeah.
Hey,
I don't know. Kyle's entertaining. I think Kalinski's entertaining.
Well, Kyle's entertaining, and also he can appeal to an audience.
Right. Can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
With Kevin's debate with Kyle Frank, I think Kevin was yelling too much, and you know, with Kyle Frank, you know, his computer didn't work. It was kind of like phased out, like it was like a microphone wouldn't come through.
Oh yeah, by the way, you have to find it on this. Yeah, I have it now, but you have to go to his channel to get it because I think he actually deleted it because he realized he did shit show. It's like, yeah.
Hey guys, have you ever noticed that he's not actually that good at debate? He's only good at debating like actual extremists, not like genuine people.
Oh no,
Those
yeah,
are
like
pretty much
all
the
of
only
his
people that he debates.
Yeah, you know, all of his stuff is just like scraping the bottom of the barrel and like going after like low hanging fruit.
So would MMI be considered? I mean, because I know he considers MMI an extremist neoliberal, basically an extremist neoliberal elitist. Would if neoliberalism is the status quo, even if MMI is an extreme neoliberal, is that even an extremist? Or is it just...
I wouldn't really call him that. I mean,
no,
I know that the whole like MMI thing is over, but like let's be real. Like I still think that he has some borderline psychotic views, but that's not really
He's
irrelevant
basically
anymore.
just a technocrat. He's a liberal technocrat, but he subscribes to historical or Marxist historical materialism. But basically, his whole thing it's kind of respect. I can respect it. Like he basically takes the bourgeois perspective. Like, no, we need to fight against the working class. He's not anti-working class, MMI. What he is he's anti-proletariat revolution.
Yeah.
I would think that his policies would create one, but that's fine.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, I will also say
there is stuff with MMI that I disagree with, but he's not really the man Kevin thinks he is.
Basically, he's not a straw. Kevin Castley creates this giant straw man of MMI, and he also said he's also said on multiple occasions that him and Head of Facts he's literally said they are the worst couple in America. They're the modern day Bonnie and Clyde, which made me roll my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, on the MMI thing, like it's the eugenics thing that really gets it for me. Like I strongly disagree with that stuff.
Yeah. Also, before we disclaimer, I do not agree with Kyle Frank on a lot of issues, including some of the issues in the debate. I think Kyle Frank is wrong, but I also don't think Kevin did a good job.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, he called him like, you're a traitor to America, you're a shill.
Castley's not even American.
Yeah. Anyway.
So let's have our conversation then.
All right, beautiful. So what's up, Kevin? So just to get it out of the way, the way I found you, the way I discovered you, was I was on YouTube one day. I was like watching Destiny debates because I like torturing myself by watching people I disagree with, and then I saw this recommended video on my tab. The video was titled, I forgot exactly what it's titled, but it was about the Mujahideen and how arming them was a good idea, and I thought it was satire at first. So then I clicked it, and then I'm like, damn, shit, you're actually serious. And so I instantly watched one of your other debates.
Yeah, just disclaimer, that's like the big thing I disagree with him with is that in the Mujahideen was not a mistake in my opinion.
I just had a great idea. What if I reach out to Jesse Lee Peterson, the beta guy, and asked him, hey, would you like to have? I'm going to organize I would like to organize a debate between you and this guy named Kevin Castley on religion. He is a anti-religious conservative, or I'm going to frame him as a conservative. He's like, oh, there's no such thing. That's what he'd say basically. But I'd love to organize a debate between him and Jesse Lee Peterson.
Dude, please.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
That'd be so
hey,
funny.
Politicrat, what do you think about anti-theist or GTFO?
Okay, so I don't hate atheists. I mean, I disagree, but
no, I'm talking about anti-theist.
No, I know, I'm getting there, but I have met some atheists who are better Christians than some Christians, at least in the way that they behave. Particularly referring to evangelicals. But either way, but anti-theism is cringe. Like basically, my whole thing is you cannot create a coherent ideology or an ideology that seeks to make positive change. By basing your entire ideology on opposing something. If you're into, like, for instance, anti-fascism, anti-racism, those are not real. They are not coherent ideologies. They are just negative ideologies that seek to destroy just a concept in general. Even if that concept is bad, like racism or fascism, like you cannot base a coherent ideology upon something like that. Anti-theism is the same, except it is something like fascism, for instance, is a artificial, just sort of astroturf. This ideology that almost in a sense defies human nature. Whereas theism, religion, spirituality, believing in something is inherently human. I would argue it's irrational. That the concept of atheism is really more of a zeitgeist. And I mean, statistics have shown that atheism is just a fad and it's on the decline. It's been the same in various civilized.
Sorry, I have to mute you because we have to move on. Sorry about that.
Whatever. Okay.
Sorry about that.
I mean, I was asked a question, but okay.
I know, but I was like, I want to kind of limit the time of the stream because it's 11:30. So, and we still have this to get through.
Are we doing an after party on my channel or not?
I mean, if you want to, I'll attend.
He was with some, what the hell was his name? Leptos Ohio, some random Twitter account.
Oh, yeah, no, that guy was actually pretty nice. I wasn't expecting that to be as cool as it was. I thought that was going to be a shit show, but he turned out to be pretty cool. So.
Yeah, so I watched like about 45 minutes of that, so I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. This guy's like actually serious, and he's actually a neoconservative, like unironically. So that's great. I mean, as much as the hate you get, which I'm sure we're going to see as the conversation goes on, I do at least kind of have at least a semi respect for that. Like, you're literally like the most unpopular ideology on the internet. And I mean, you seem to not understand why that is, but I'm sure we'll get into that. But yeah,
I get why that is. I mean, the Russians have waged a campaign since the '60s to discredit my.
Can you guys hear Kevin fine, or is it?
I mean, his mic sounds a little bit weird, but that's fine.
I also don't see him. I only see Donald Trump.
Yeah, you can't.
So wait, what is Kyle Frank's ideology?
Isn't he like an alt-right guy? I might be wrong, so don't take me at a word for it.
Like paleocon.
MAGA, maybe?
He's a Jewish paleocon.
So kind of like Paul Gottfried, maybe? I don't know.
He also likes some Nick Fuentes.
Oh, that Nick Fuentes is...
Yeah.
Doesn't he hate Jews?
He's a Jewish groiper.
Also, Nick Fuentes isn't even religious for the right reasons. Nick Fuentes is... The only reason Nick Fuentes is a Roman Catholic is because he thinks it's based in trad. He doesn't actually believe in it.
Yeah.
Nick Fuentes is basically a trad con.
Yeah, we'll
comes down to.
Fuentes is a cut.
So other thing that I just wanted to ask you about on like the whole. I've been also looking into like the whole Twitter culture, like the subculture of like neocons. And I've noticed that like with a lot of John Bolton memes and with like the Hawk memes, you seem to use a lot of fact wave stuff. So can you like explain that to me?
So you guys, just to start this off, so you're an unironic Nick Fuentes fan, right?
Yes, I'm an America First. I'm nationalist. I'm part of the America First thing. I'm not asking you just these questions to be like confrontational. I'm like actually like curious about your subculture on Twitter.
So am I. It's amazing to me that anybody can actually like fall for Nick Fuentes bullshit. But okay, whatever. Anyway. So about the vaporwave stuff, the alt-right didn't invent that. That aesthetic existed that predated the alt-right. I mean,
correct.
This aesthetic was drawn by the technical necessity of the time in which it was created. They didn't have better graphics back then.
Does it have to do with anything?
I don't know.
And so,
he's trying to justify his use of the vaporwave aesthetic.
When does this get crazy? Because I know
you stole our aesthetic meme.
Okay, let me.
We should go to the our blood sports debate on American Madhouse's channel.
He's just saying. He's basically just saying. Oh, vaporwave was invented like 6 gorillion years ago, so it's like actually like the current context today. It doesn't matter.
Hey, you know what he does constantly? He does no you.
Yeah. But I'm trying to see if this
like what happened in Iran. Like what happened in Iran because of the United States, because of very short-sighted decisions that we made over there. But anyways, we can talk about that later. So with Afghanistan, I'm sure your argument with Afghanistan is that the Afghanistan war was like totally vital, and our army of the Mujahideen was vital in the downfall of the Soviet Union. Correct?
Your problem with Iran I hope you're referring to Jimmy Carter being an idiot and letting the Ayatollah take over Iran.
Jimmy Carter is the only reason all the hostages in the embassy weren't killed. I hope you know that. But we can get into Iran later. Let's stick on one topic. Let's stick on one topic here. We'll stick on Afghanistan.
And a Jimmy Carter fan. That's fucking cringe, dude. That goes to my point. You guys are weak.
That is not an argument. That was cringe.
Yeah.
Even that much of a fan of Jimmy Carter, but by giving him credit for saving American lives. But anyway, so let's go back to Afghanistan.
I voted for Jimmy Carter this past year election.
No.
Afghanistan war that it had on the Soviet.
Was someone saying something?
Oh, I was just gonna say very real quick. Kevin is technically right here about the whole Iran thing, but I think he does poorly at communicating it.
Yeah.
Like he
Soviet
basically
Empire.
strawmans.
It was kind of
Yeah.
they didn't really have any connection to us actually arming Mujahideen. Even by 1983, like the Soviets, it was very clear that the Soviets were not going to be able to actually secure the country for the communist government because they did what we did in 2001. They took control of all the urban centers, but then they weren't able to actually control all the
We had a
uprisings
space
and all
odyssey.
the guerrilla warfare of the Mujahideen. And it was becoming a whole fucking ordeal. Even before 1985, when we gave them the Stinger missiles, they were still taking heavy losses and committing billions upon billions of dollars to it. Now, the actual effects of the war it had was one, it made the Soviet citizens, it made them lose faith in the Red Army because ever since the Second World War, the Red Army has basically they had this stereotype of being completely undefeatable, and with Afghanistan, them leaving with their tail between their legs, that basically crushed that. Also, it also broke a couple other things. It basically made Gorbachev, and it made the rest of the Soviet government agree with Gorbachev, who took power in '85, that they agreed with him that these expansionist things weren't working and that there's something seriously wrong with our system. And those things would have happened no matter what, because I think it's very hard to argue that the Soviets would have had a victory in Afghanistan if we weren't funding the Mujahideen. Now, the reason
One thing
I was
I've
against
noticed
funding
is
the
that
Mujahideen,
Kevin does
or
very
the
poorly. Dragon, hold on.
Kevin is your typical straw man.
Yeah, Kevin does very poorly at communicating his points on anything like on the Soviet-Afghan war, like anything relating to the Mujahideen. Like he made a whole video saying, "Oh, the blowback, man! Like, how about instead of like feeding into the blowback meme, you actually expose like what actually fucking happened? Like you expose the origins of the Taliban, how they were indoctrinated in Pakistani religious schools, and how none of them actually fought in the Mujahideen, how they never fought in the war. They're not even fucking related. They're not fucking related at all. Like
he doesn't do research on the topics.
Like he believes with he's like Kyle Kalinske, but unironically.
Oh.
Who is?
Because again, it was a short-sighted position about stuff
Kevin.
you didn't understand it. So,
Like, does he use Kalinski's logic or something, or what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he basically buys into the arguments. Like, like whatever. Like he kind of doesn't actually explain himself.
Oh, okay.
That the people that armed the Mujahideen didn't realize that someday some of them might turn out to use those against America. No, they knew that. You know what?
Can you produce me a single document of any Reagan advisor predicting that this might come back to bite us in the ass?
Well, see, that's when I would disagree with them because they knew about it. Most like some of the more radical elements in the what's the group's name? It's like this very dipshit organization in Afghanistan. Like it was like proto Taliban. It's like, yeah, there were some members who weren't open about their.
It wasn't even that. I mean, like none of the members, like it means students in Pashto. Like they came back, like they were refugees of the children. Like they were refugee children of the Soviet-Afghan war, and they came back after fucking growing up indoctrinated in those fucking Pakistani religious schools. It wasn't even like proto. Like they're not even remotely related.
That was the price to pay to destroy the evil empire that might have killed half of your people in 6 hours. It turns out, there was blowback by doing this. 3,000 Americans died 20 years later. Guess what? America was lucky to be around 20 years. You know?
I also think that's just a terrible argument because it's like
He's saying that it was worth it, and that's like a really bad line of logic to use.
It's like no, just don't bring up the fact. No, don't bring up the fact that most of the Mujahideen were actually radicals, or the fact that the Soviets were like extremely brutal towards the Afghans. Like 2 million of them died. No. Just bring. That's a stupid argument.
Do you think that Kevin doesn't use the best arguments because like he just doesn't know them?
I think that's the
You know
case.
what? You know what? You know what? Like, he never actually mentioned like the Pakistani role in the creation of the Taliban until I like mentioned it to him. So yeah, maybe that's it.
Part of me thinks he's just been a psyop this whole time by Russia and China.
Oh, that could be it.
Someone said that to me on Twitter as kind of a joke. That like he's a psyop to make like neoconservatives look bad.
Yeah, he might
he is
actually
bad optics.
What if he's actually Kyle Klosinski?
he's Kyle Kalinske in like in like a skin mask and like a fucking
But think about, why do you think he reacts like Kyle Klosinski?
He's
so
like the
much?
guy. Hey, so again, he's like the guy, you know, in Scooby Doo. If you take the mask off, it's Kyle Kalinske.
Scooby Doo.
Let's see who you really are. Old man Kyle Kalinske. And I would have gotten away with it too. I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling neocons and that spooky nookies.
Oh my god.
That'd be like the best twist ever if we all meet Kevin and we like pull his face and it's just Kyle, just like, oh my god, it was Kyle the whole time.
God.
That would be like the ultimate twist.
Or St. Uger.
Oh my god.
Shank would be funnier. Dude, Shank is a god. I mean,
Chunk.
I want to chunk Uger. Chunky. He is a chunky man. Oh, did you know Shank Uger Shank Uger
Let's make
used
a
to be a
meme of
paleocon.
Kevin. Like, how about this? One of us make a meme of Kevin Castley. Like we just, and of us like taking the mask off, and it's like somebody like say Uger.
Yeah, no, or it's just like when you take off the skull of Reese, it's actually Nick Fuentes.
It's Anna Kasparian.
Oh my!
No, Nick Fuentes is funny.
Oh, it's Saint Anna, man. Experiment. Oh, it's the Young Turks.
The Union could have wiped out all of America in a couple of days. You're America first, yet you're basically saying that the communists should have been allowed to take over Afghanistan. You sound like Noam Chomsky.
Now I'm arguing that they wouldn't be able to get control of Afghanistan because we haven't been able to get control.
Yeah, I do kind of have to agree. The Soviets were never going to control Afghanistan, no matter what. But still,
yeah, we can still. Hey, Grayson, I believe that we can still win the war in Afghanistan.
Yeah,
we try.
I mean,
it's because you're a neocon.
It'd be very difficult, but there is a path to it. Well, I mean,
yeah,
it would be. I mean, it'd just be if you want to take the simplest fact is you have to get American public opinion on your side. That's really what prevents us.
Well, that's what Kevin just says. Well, Kevin doesn't care about public opinion. He says, "The hell with them," he says. Yeah, that's the Kevin. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Of Afghanistan. If we couldn't do it, the Soviets in the late '80s definitely fucking couldn't. And also this argument that you seem to believe that the Soviet Union was just going to nuke us at any given point. Now, basically, post Stalin, you can't produce a single. The Soviet archives have been open, for a few decades now, so we have actually very good research into this. Post Stalin, and even halfway through Stalin's rule, after the Second World War was over. And after the Iron Curtain was declared, everything was kind of in order. Eastern Europe was under the control. There was literally no war plan or no document that could be found where the Soviet Union would launch a first strike against the West.
Actually, that's false because the doctors plot.
No, it is true for both sides. We were both just as scared as each other as both, and we both launched giant propaganda campaigns against each other.
Yeah,
we were the same. We were doing the same thing.
Yeah,
there's literally nothing in the Soviet archives that said they would have done that. So your assumption that the Soviets were going to just annihilate us at any given point in time is just false.
Incorrect. That's incorrect for two reasons. The first is they did have war plans. Second is
I didn't say they didn't have war plans. They didn't have first.
They infiltrated our universities. That's the biggest thing they did.
Yeah,
they're the reason, and they also basically created. They created the alt-right and BLM. It just took decades. They planted that seed.
first.
Second is
Wait, what
yeah,
does
they
he
had to
mean
do
by
that
they
for
had
optics.
war plans? I mean, there's
War
always
Plan Purple.
fucking there's
Argon's
always
UKIP.
there's always war plans. I mean, America had fucking War Plan Red.
That would have been bait. We should have executed it.
Dude, we have war plans against Canada. We have like a war
Yeah,
plan against
that's what War Plan Red was. It was a plan
It's-
against fucking Canada.
Yeah, I mean, we have like we know it's never going to happen, but like, and like the thing is, Canada
it's a plan. That doesn't
Canada,
mean it's going to be executed.
like
That's the thing.
even fucking Canada, which is arguably like our first or second closest ally, either them or the UK. Even they know we have one about them. They don't know what it is, obviously, but like, and I'm sure they have one against us.
Yeah, the existence of a plan doesn't like necessarily mean like
It's a contingency. Yeah.
like you gotta like acknowledge all of the other variables. Like that's all I'm saying.
It's probably not pleasant to come up with those plans, but like it's important in like the 0.00001% chance it happens.
Dude, the United States had war plans against the British Empire at their peak. Like that's an optics thing. Excuse me.
Well, good. I'm glad. I want the U.S. to have war plans
You're,
forever.
at one breath, you're claiming that the Soviets didn't give a fuck at all and would have nuked us at any given point, and then now they're concerned about optics. What are you talking about?
Sit and listen. The problem is.
Does somebody just like drop a plate in the background?
Oh, I threw a beer bottle away.
Ah.
And almost nuked the United States in November of 1983 on a miscalculation. So even if they didn't purposefully intend to do it as a first strike, the chances that a nuclear war could have broke out in any given year during the later Cold War were between 1% to 5% per year. In that context, where you could be buried
That's
at any
true.
moment, even by
Those are true
computer error,
statistics.
you have to do everything in your goddamn power to destroy the evil empire as soon as possible. And yeah, even if you think the Mujahideen could do it on their own, why not speed up the process so you reduce the chances of an accidental nuclear war happening? So I got a question for you, Kyle. Do you think it was wrong to help Pinochet? Because I think Pinochet was based.
We didn't help Pinochet.
Okay, Pinochet was kind of based, not gonna lie, but then again, that might just be because I'm a libertarian.
It's actually a myth that we supported him.
Yeah, I was gonna say that we didn't really support him, and if I recall correctly, we actually did sanctions on Chile
No, we
during
didn't.
those years.
No, we didn't do sanctions. We helped them, but we didn't
Do you
back
ever,
them.
you ever heard of the Gene Kirkpatrick doctrine?
Yep.
Yes. No, Kevin seems to have gone
Yeah, we had-
backwards on his opinion on this though, because I saw him recently saying that like people who stand Pinochet are like reactionaries.
I mean, no,
Okay.
most of us are just
He
shit
said,
posting
okay.
when we stand Pinochet.
Okay.
No, yeah, I know exactly.
He said, hot take. I'd rather take ISIS than Assad.
No, really?
Wait,
yeah.
didn't he
Oh,
try
Kevin,
didn't he
no.
cancel MMI for saying the same thing? And
He
yeah,
did.
MMI. That if you're listening, like that was a shitty like take. Like, come on, man.
Well, he did say he would rather, but like that's still stupid.
It's so dumb.
But I mean, sometimes you're left. I understand though. Like, I mean, sometimes somebody says, "Would you
Like-
rather live under the Soviets or the fascists?" Like, come on, it is kind of a difficult decision. I mean, I know most
Yeah, but-
people would probably say fascists, but I mean, it's still a shitty like situation.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of fascists are we talking
Yeah,
about?
but Syria.
Look.
It's
Syria
how- no,
is
I'm
not
just talking about-
fascist.
Just a few months ago.
Italian fascists.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes, just a few months ago, Kevin was defending our relationship with Franco's Spain in the
That's a
Cold
pretty-
War.
I mean, that's a pretty like NRX thing, like Catholic NRX. Like a lot of people who follow me
Hey, Pat.
are NRX.
Hey, Pess.
Like,
can I
again,
say anything
I'm
to you,
not-
buddy?
Sure.
Sure.
Sure. You know what Jay said? Like he said, like he would. Like he would rather side with the communists than the fascists. Like Antifa for life, bitches.
Oh,
Well,
that's cringe.
I mean, if you think about it logically, you're going to get Nazism anyway, because if the Republicans won the Civil War, guess what's happening after the fall of France? The Germans are going to march right into the Iberian Peninsula. So it's a lose-lose.
I mean, yeah. I mean, additionally, I mean, if you think, we were, close to Italy.
Honestly.
Fascist Italy was close to joining the Allies at one point. Like, just imagine if they had joined the Allies. That basically Mussolini would be hailed in the same way today as like FDR and Winston Churchill. No, but either way. So speaking of what you were saying, yeah, I agree. Even if you take the F.A. Hayek stance that all socialism will degenerate into fascism in the end anyway, and basically socialism turns into fascism by necessity once the leaders realize that socialism itself does not work. Like, think of China. Modern China is the best example of that.
I mean,
I think it's funny that modern China looks like kind of probably what the KMT would have created if they'd won the war.
Modern China is in practice fascist, but ideologically communist.
Okay, I'm going to say this. We have 10 minutes to midnight. Do you want to end the stream at midnight?
I'm fine either way.
Take that deal.
That'd be fine.
I'll take that deal.
Sure.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I'm about to smoke weed out of an apple anyway, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I have
Kansas, have you been reading the messages?
I have finals to study for, so
Final? You're not done with your finals?
You're not done yet?
That was like
No.
May, I think.
my finals are in a few days. So yeah,
Oh.
Weird. So late.
I finished like
we
a
have
couple of weeks ago.
we have like a trimester system where I live.
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah. It's just a little different.
Hey guys, so just so you know, so Kevin was in my DMs just begging me for a debate.
Just now?
I've just been in these past few days, I've been ignoring him.
Oh, really? In the past few days? That's
Yep.
hilarious.
Don't ignore. That's
Recap
rude.
all of it.
Honestly, that's
Release
rude.
it. Do it.
Hey, Palika, you still gonna do an after party, or if you just think
Probably
Like,
not.
hey, Kansas, do
Probably
you remember?
not, honestly.
Hey, Ali, you did like a tweet of mine said, you're such a goddamn tryhard.
Oh, which one?
Oh,
Yeah,
hold on,
he
I'm not-
posted a picture of my face and I put a quote
Uh-huh.
tweet.
Oh,
Such a
yeah.
goddamn tryhard.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, that's scummy. Like, don't post pictures of people's faces when they don't consent to it. That's just
He's
like
also now attacking his friend Net7. Like, if you've seen the
Oh yeah.
And I'm literally fucking crying.
Oh,
right now, crying in the
are
chat.
we allowed
And
to?
I'm literally sad.
Are we allowed to talk about the Net7 thing?
What I'm
I
saying.
didn't want to bring it up because I didn't. It's in
I
a
think we should. Okay,
private group chat.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next
Yeah.
episode. I know this ending is a little weird, but
Okay.
I ended up like this.
No, but I ended at 8 minutes. How about 8